Okay, so I have absolutely no business doing the race that I am signed up to do this weekend. I'm out here in Portland, Maine, and I am signed up for a last man or woman standing. Oh, you don't know what that is? Well, I would love to tell you. In a last man standing format, you run every hour on the hour a loop. And for the standard format, the loop is 4.1666666 miles repeating. Why? Well, because if you do 12 hours, so 12 laps, that'll equal 50 miles, just about. Or if you do 24 hours or 24 laps, you're equaling 100 miles. The most very basic rule is you have to start each lap every hour on the hour. If you do not start that lap on that hour, you are out of the race. And if you do not finish the lap within that hour, once again, you're out. Now, would I like to go for the win? Obviously, but I don't know what the winning distance is going to be. And there are plenty of people who signed up for this race who have run multiple 100-mile distances. I've only done one, that's it. So this is a little bit out of my wheelhouse because I bet there are definitely going to be some men and women who go over that 24-hour mark. I am not ready for that. I am not prepared. I've barely been doing 50-mile weeks. So I am just going to embrace all of this chaotic energy with me on Saturday and go as long as I possibly can. And as Mac on the Run likes to say, it's good for the storyline anyways. Okay, so you might not be doing a last man standing like I'm doing, but if you're doing an ultra, a longer distance race, and you want to know what to pack, let me show you my essentials. But if you're looking for a minimalist, like ultralight packing style video, this is not the place. We are maximalist here. I bring everything that I possibly can to be as comfortable as I possibly can be, because running is hard, and if I can bring things like my snackies that make it a little bit easier, I'm gonna do so. So if you're looking for a minimalist, bye-bye. We are maximum packing here today. There are honestly so many things, I don't even know where to begin. So first of all, I just have a really big bin that I'm gonna keep everything in. It's gonna keep it dry, it's gonna keep it from not being gross, and when I put the lid on it, it can act as a table too. If you've been following along, you have seen this guy before. This is my absolute favorite thing for any ultra. It has so many compartments. I will show you. All right, so we open it up like so, and it lays flat. These are like my necessities, all of my regular goo. I have some scratch in there, spring trail butter for sandwiches, this new spring drink here, which I'm very excited to try. And then this is just kind of a mess right now, so let's organize that first. So I have this so organized just because I know in the first few laps I'm not gonna be super tired, or you know, in the beginning of your race it's gonna be easy to just like go and dig through your bag to find stuff, but you wanna save yourself any stress, especially if you are asking your pacer or someone who's volunteering to just go and grab you something. It's gonna be so much easier if you just have everything where you can see it. So yes, this takes a lot of time to prep, but it is so worth it on race day. So let's dive in here. We got some peanut butters. Look, there's a huge range of like salty and sweet in here because I don't know what I'm gonna want. Got some crackers here, some chocolate covered pretzels. I think they're yogurt covered pretzels. I have some fruit leathers here. I have some peanut butter and jellies, and a Go macro bars. This is my little protein section over here. Got myself a Pop-Tart, cherry flavored, my favorite. Some mango, you know, just honestly, if I think I'm gonna want it, I'm bringing it. This is my additional clothes, so things that I'm not sure if I'm gonna need or not. So my vest. I don't think I'm gonna need my vest for this. Then I have my gaiters and an emergency poncho because it might rain. My first aid is in another bag, but what's in here? Just more food, that's why. Some little bites. These are just some salt tabs. And I have squirrel's nut butter hidden throughout. Then my lights are over here, really easy. I have them all charged up with some extra batteries in there, ready to go. This is probably the one thing I am gonna be taking with me since I'm not gonna have the vest. This is my little Salomon soft flask here, just goes over my hand. I am gonna be relying on the aid stations, but just to be sure, I need to have things that I know work well with my stomach so that I am not out there trying out new things on race day. That means this bag is the first thing to go. in the bucket. Next, let's go over what clothes I am going to be wearing. So I have my outfit all picked out and ready to go, but some additional things I might want since I don't know how long I'm going to be out there for, and it might rain. I have 2 sets of arm sleeves. Why 2? Great question. One, the white ones are going to be really great during the day. They're just going to keep the heat off of them, and I'm probably going to be shoving ice down them or just getting them really wet to keep cool. I brought another pair in case these are just too wet and I want a drier pair potentially going into the nighttime. I have some really high compression socks here, so they go up over the calf. I have my little Houdini up in here, so this is the Patagonia. It's really thin, lightweight. That's kind of for going into the night. I have this super cute bucket hat because I don't love wearing sunglasses all of the time. An extra sports bra, and then just a whole extra change outfit here, and another pair of extra socks just in case. And I have 2 buffs. Well, 1 buff, 1 bandana, and a little sweatband to go on top. And look at that, I labeled it nicely, so all of my clothes are in here. I know they're gonna be in here, but I forgot, I actually even have a rain jacket just in case it gets a little colder. Anything that we can do to just let our body focus on running and not trying to heat us up or cool us down. That's saving us some energy so we can keep going. My lucky charm, my javelina belt buckle. Finished 100 miles, I can do it again. So she's coming with me, I'm not gonna wear it, but there she is, my pride and joy. I have this little guy with just a bunch of napkins in there. I have my camping bowls. I have 100 of these cups. The reusable cups right here, you can crunch them up. Got our handy dandy camping forks and spoons, and a cup as well just for some other liquids, and like some hotter liquids and stuff like that if I want soup or something like that. Everything I have here is essentially everything that you would want to go camping for a long weekend. So I also have this milk crate here, and this is going to be used actually to put my big water jug on. I'm going to flip it over like this. Some other random things because we're going to hopefully be going into the night. I have some extra camping lights here that I'm going to be bringing, just not necessarily for myself, but at my little station and setup there. This is essential here. This is my first aid kit. What do I have in here? Yes, more squirrel's nut butter. We have some gauze. I have hand sanitizer, tweezers, KT tape in case I start feeling a little funky. Got some gloves and nail clippers. Why fingernail clippers? Well, just in case I get a little bit of a hangnail situation or one toenail is just a little too sharp and start poking into my big toe, which has happened so many times. But also, instead of bringing a pin to pop blister, I prefer toenail clippers because you can just like kind of cut a little corner and then let it drain out. These are clean and these are mine, hence why there's gloves in here and cleaner too. I'm gonna be out there all day, so a good sunscreen is gonna come in key. I have my little speaker for our station, and then I do have my Shocks headphones here so that I can still hear everything that's going on around me, but have a little tunage. I'm gonna try not to start my music until about mile 50. That's what I did for my first 100. So I'm gonna save my music for when I start to feel low and I really need a little extra boost. And I have pre-saved a few of my favorite podcasts as well too that I've wanted to listen to this week, but I have not, so that I'm really excited I can be like ready for them. Oh, this kind of goes in with first aid. I do have some body wipes here. Once again, that like just clean, citrusy feeling is just gonna make you feel a little bit better, especially when it's super hot. I have a towel. That's kind of like an obvious thing, but this towel is super cool because it has this little slit back here. It slides around like that, and it's not gonna fall off. I can yank on it so that I can get changed. Have my extra clothes, where am I gonna change? Right here. Okay, let's go on to some recovery tools that I'm gonna be bringing with me. I have my lacrosse ball, always got that guy. This is for my feet. I've been having a little bit of plantar fasciitis pain kind of on my arch there. So what you do with this guy, you set it down and you can just roll it around. Then I have my stick, super light and easy that I can bring. One of the coaches here lent me their roll recovery tool. I absolutely freaking love these things. So I can just really easily, without any effort, like massage my calves. Eat whatever I need to and just have this go there, and I can flex and it gets in a little bit deeper. I'm really excited to have it on race day. Last but not least, So it's got a little swoopy whoopy design here, and this is one of those scraping tools. So I have some of my like CBD stuff in here, some different CBD things, and like a little towel to wipe. So essentially the scraping makes more blood flow go to the area, and you scrape and scrape and scrape and scrape. I have so many recovery tools. This is probably too much. I would say pick out 1 or 2, but once again, I have the opportunity to bring all this stuff, so I'm going to. I just have my little Amazon massager here. It's all coming with me. It's all coming. Okay, so this is gonna go in there. Oh, just gorgeous. Speaking of recovery, another thing I'm gonna have is, these are just my little slides here that I literally got last weekend. They're from Cole Haan. Not necessarily a recovery shoe company, but these nice little foamy slides are gonna be perfect. Speaking of shoes, I know you guys are so excited to know what shoes I'm bringing with me. So one of the first shoes I have is, I'll probably start maybe in these, are my Dynafit 100s. So that's number 1. Number 2 is my Speed Goats. These are my trusty guys. And number 3 is my Hoka Carbon X's. Yes, these are a road shoe. There is a little bit of road on this course, that's okay. Anytime I put these on, because of the carbon plate in them, I just feel like I'm getting that little bit of energy return. So I'm gonna save these for the end when I'm starting to feel a little bit like I need a little extra carbon boost. Okay, next. Oh yeah. Gotta bring yourself a chair. Look what Grady did for me. I don't know if you can read, but it says Mohawk. That's me. So I'm just gonna leave all this stuff on the porch, because when Grady gets home, that's his job, is to pack everything into the car, because the race starts at 7 a.m. in the morning. So I want everything ready. I wanna get up in the morning, have my breakfast laid out perfectly, so I can just grab it and go. I'm gonna be chill on race day because I'm gonna be prepared. So over prepare. Just do it. You'll feel so much better, I promise. All right, let's go inside. I just have a few more things. This is where it starts to get a little aggressive. This is my water jug. So just water and ice are gonna go in big boy here, but like, look how fun it is with all my stickers. And last but not least, we got bad boy here. This is just gonna have ice for my, as you can read, drinks on ice for body. These, believe it or not, are sponges, and they'll get bigger once they get wet, and I'm gonna use them to rub all over my body. And then because I like a little sparkly water, I wanted to go with a bottle rather than a can, so that I can gradually just sip on it rather than try to open up a can, it goes flat, can, it goes flat. This way I can close it, so. And besides like my camera equipment and my battery packs, where are those? That's right, I have my whole little camera equipment here, but obviously if you're not filming it like I am, what I have in here are all of my battery chargers. This is for my phone, for my headlights, for other lights, right? I have like 3 of these guys here that are all charged up and ready to go. And then if you have, or like my headphones as well too. And my watch, oh my God, my watch. Luckily my Koros, pretty long life, but you definitely want to have those on you. I've actually run with one of the battery packs tucked up my arm sleeve and holding my watch in my hand for one of the laps that I did at my 100 miler. So definitely something you are gonna want to bring for sure. And that's it, that's all I have. Wish me so much luck. And yes, I'm gonna be filming when we're recording, so you guys will be able to see and follow along with me. Take a guess down in the comments below. How many laps will she go?